How often do you give others grace? And then ask yourself, how often do you give it to yourself? Hi there, I'm Dr. Santina, or Tina Wheat. I'm a family physician, an educator, and a career and life coach dedicated to helping healthcare workers rediscover their purpose so they can conquer their chaos and get to calm. And today, I want to challenge an idea that many of us, especially those of us in healthcare, carry. And that is that self-compassion is soft, that it is selfish, or that it is a sign of weakness. Now, why do I want to talk about self-compassion right now? Well, we are actually coming up on the International Day of Self-Compassion. It is always the third Saturday of July, which happens to be this week. And with that in mind, I thought it was a good idea for us all to remember that self-compassion is important. So let's start with talking about why self-compassion feels so hard for us. In medicine and leadership, we are trained to push through, to sacrifice, and to hold ourselves to impossible standards. We worry about so many things. If I'm kind to myself, will I lower the bar? We internalize the idea that excellence requires constant self-criticism. And it's gotten us pretty far, honestly. But especially now, with rapid changes in policy, healthcare systems, and the climate around us, it can feel irresponsible to take the time to pause and care for ourselves. So let me share the definition of self-compassion. And this has been highlighted by Dr. Kristen Neff. So self-compassion has three main areas. First, it's the act of noticing when you're struggling. Second, it's the act of recognizing that that is part of being human. And finally, it is being kind to yourself rather than beating yourself up. How many of us in medicine and other high-achieving professions is this so hard for? But let's talk about what self-compassion really means. Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook. Self-compassion is acknowledging that you are human and that humans make mistakes, they feel tired, and they need to rest. It means treating yourself with the same patience and understanding that you offer patients, colleagues, and your loved ones. You have to think about, are you treating yourselves the way that you would treat any of them? Even though so many of us are bad at holding self-compassion, it actually does support excellence. And it supports excellence because research shows that self-compassion actually improves performance and improves resilience. If you think about it, when you're not stuck in self-criticism, you are able to actually recover faster, you're able to think more clearly, and it helps you avoid and prevent burnout. We can keep showing up for our patients, our teams, and our families when we exhibit self-compassion because we're no longer running on empty. We have the ability to recharge. So how can you have practical self-compassion in a changing world? Well, we all know right now that there's policies and patient expectations and systems that just keep shifting and shifting. This self-compassion allows us to navigate the uncertainty. And so let me share some practices that will allow you to do that. The first is to pause. To notice your feelings without judgment. When you do that, I want you to talk to yourself as you would to a respected colleague. You're then able to set your boundaries so that you can actually recover. And you should remind yourself that excellence does not actually require self-punishment. You can be honest with yourself, but you don't have to punish yourself. Now, this is especially important for those who are leaders in healthcare. We lead by example. When we are able to model self-compassion, we give others the permission to do the same. And when we do this, we are able to create healthier cultures. Self-compassion is not soft. It is a leadership skill that actually sustains our excellence and protects us from burnout. When we do it, we can show others that they can do the same. Now, if you would like support integrating self-compassion into your work and life, I offer one-on-one coaching for healthcare professionals. If you're interested in this, follow the link in the description to apply. And if this resonated with you, I hope that you will like this video, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel so that you're able to be notified of each new video. Because we all deserve a bit more kindness, especially kindness from ourselves.